Hello guys, so today I'm going to show you how to create procedural God Rays in Blender. Before you start, please consider supporting me by buying my Procedural God Rays. This one, it's going to be also in there if you want to support me. And yeah, so let's get started. So this is really simple and it's actually one of my favorite ways to do it because you have full control on how you want them to look, how you want the lines to look, and not just depending on your lighting and your fog or anything else. So you can actually create for yourself and do whatever you want. So I have in here an example. This scene is actually from Gleb Alexander for his new course. So here is with the God races and here is without it. So as you can see, it adds a lot to your scene. It's actually really simple to create. So let's Shift A, add a plane, rotate it just a bit and extend in here in the Z and in X a little bit. Okay, like this is good. And now let's create a new material. Let's delete this. Add emission, which is what is going to give the lights. And I'm going to add a transparent VSTF, and I'm going to add shader. So connect this in here, and this in here, and this to the surface. Okay, so now it's completely white. I want to change this to the color of the sun, so around here looks okay to me. This will depend on the scene that you are creating. Okay, I'm going to open this a bit more. And now we are going to create our lines and our gradients to blend better in our scene. So first let's create actually the gradient. So we need a matte. We're going to change it to multiplier. I'm going to connect this to the strength of our emission. I'm now going to add a mix RGB, which is the mix, change it to color and change this to multiply as well. And the result goes to the value in here. And this value is going to be lower, so around here it's good. And now to create the gradient, we actually just need a color ramp. Now I'm going to connect this to the P. This will stay like this. It's going to go in here. We will see how it looks in a bit. So now let's add a separate X, Y, Z, connect the Y to the vector in here. And let's add a texture coordinate. Okay, and connect the UV to the vector. And so now you can barely see it, but it's visible. Here are gradients, as you can see there. This will help us to blend to the scene better. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. And now we just need to add our lines. So for that, I'm going to use another multiplier. So Shift in here, connect this to the A, and I'm going to use two color ramps. So Shift D, connect this color ramp in here, and this is going to the A in here. And now I'm going to add one more in here and make it black. This is going to be our lines, and you will see in a bit why I added one more. But I'm going to need this again. So Shift D, our separate X, Y, and Z, and now texture coordinates. And this time I'm going to use the X. So we have the lines this way. See? So now you can see it. You're starting to see the lines in there, but I want this to be more clear, and for that I'm going to add a wave texture, change this to Y, and connect this to the vector as well. And now we need one more thing, which is another matte node. and change it to power. So we have light. So connect this to the base, and this goes in the P. And now you can see them. But they are the other way around, yes, because I connected this to the Y instead in the X. Okay, so now it's better. This is too big, so I'm going to change this to around 1. For me, it's good. Yeah, and here it's nice. And I'm going to play with this one as well. Like this is good. And so here, you can control and see what you like best. So I think this is nice for me. Now you can play with this and see what looks best for you. So, okay, so now you can see clearly our plane, and to change that in here, in the multiply, we need to change the vector to all the way to 1. So now you see the gradient, it's working better. And like so, or like this will make it blend better. And if you want this to be stronger, you can play with this value in here in the multiply, and you can play in here as well. You can see for yourself what think it looks best. This is procedural, so you can change whatever you want. Here is the final one that I created. It's with the same notes. I just tweaked it the notes and play it a bit. And this is what I came up with. You can see it in here, all of it. And if you want to buy this project, you can do it. I will leave the link down below. It's €1. And you can also check my other stuff on Gumroad. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.